Hello. What's the worst intro ever? Hello everyone, it's a cough. Liverpool have beaten Aston Villa by 2-1. To vote for your player ratings, Alisson is open now. You need to type exclamation mark vote, put a space in, then a number out of 10, then press that enter key. Probably should have cleared my throat just before we went live, but it is what we is. We are where we are, and Liverpool have won 3 points at Anfield. Yes, and scored 2 goals. Yes, actually scored 3 goals, but one got disallowed. But Alisson, for me, you know, we're having a few problems with the poll and stuff now, but look, I think Alisson, he did all right, didn't he? I think he probably could have done a touch better for the goal that we conceded. He gets his hand on it. He'll be disappointed that he wasn't actually able to save the ball, I suppose. But other than that, he's stopped making the world-class saves right now, I think, Alisson. And I suppose he probably gets a 6 out of 10 for me anyway. So we'll open up the vote for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Next, the match winner. To vote for Trent Alexander-Arnold, type in exclamation mark vote, put a space in, then put a number out of 10, then press that enter key. Trent Alexander-Arnold, as I say, the match winner. What a hell of a goal that one was, by the way, as well. I think for me, you know, he found himself in that sort of left wing position, I suppose, and that's because of the run that he made through the centre, and you know how integral he was to the shot from Thiago beforehand. Then he's off the pitch, he comes back onto the pitch, the ball breaks to him, he takes it off Andy Robertson's foot, and he just bends it beautifully into the goal past Martinez, and what a finish it was. And it was a decent performance by Trent. I don't think it was a great performance by Trent. You know, I saw some of the stats and stuff towards the end of the game, and I looked at them after the game. 9 crosses, none complete, but 3 key passes, obviously not from crossing situations and stuff. And for me, you know, I don't want to get too carried away with that. I think it was about an 8 out of 10 performance, if I'm honest with you. So I'm going to open the vote up for Nat Phillips next. And fingers crossed, this one might actually work. So Nat Phillips, I thought he did really well again. You know, 7 clearances, a couple of tackles on the day as well. 3 key passes. 3 key passes, I think it was, for Nat Phillips, which is insane. And some of that is, you know, stepping up, beating a man, playing a ball into feet and stuff like that. And I think at times he excels himself, doesn't he? And I actually think that he probably deserves a 7 or an 8 out of 10. And I'm going to give him just that. I can see loads of people voting, but they don't look like they're being tallied right now. Loads of 7s, loads of 8s, and stuff like that. So right, it's up, and it is tallying the votes. And right now, 1 vote for 7 out of 10. So everybody who's just voted, please try again. Exclamation mark vote, put a space in, press the number, and then press that enter key. And I think we'll see. I was going to put a 7.5 down because I thought loads of 7s and loads of 8. But I think he's doing really well again. And he's made 1 mistake during the game, and I don't want to sort of dwell on that. But again, I think, you know, for me, he's showing his worth, and he's shown what he can bring to the side when he's given. And he's improving, isn't he, as well? He's not as aggressive and as rash maybe as he was earlier on in the season. So some really good signs there from him. And I can see that only a few of the votes have actually been counted, but right now a 7's winning, and a 7 has indeed won. So I'll open up the vote next for Ozan Kabak, his centre-back partner, of course. And for me, I don't think Ozan was anywhere near as good as Nat Phillips today. And, you know, I think there are times when he does really well, and I think for the most part he did okay today. And he just switched off. I thought he did really well in the lead up to their goal, in the initial phase of play, getting on the striker, getting that ball away, and he's not really helped out by his mates and stuff like that. And then he just lets Watkins sort of run off him into a little bit of space and stuff like that. So, yeah, so for me, I think he probably deserves a 6 out of 10. We're just going to have to give that poll, we're going to have to spew that poll. I can see right now that 6 out of 10 is where we're at anyway. On to Andy Robertson then, don't bother with it, Tom, it's fine, mate. If it's not working, it just slows the flow of the show down and stuff. So for me, I'll just do it myself. Great work from Robertson in the build-up to the goal, of course. Salah's goal I'm talking about now. He does really well, makes a lovely little run inside of the winger and gets himself into the box, gets a good shot on target, forces Martinez into a great save, who's then pushes it out for Mo Salah and stuff like that. And I thought he was a constant threat. And for a lad who's played almost every minute, almost of every Premier League game, and has made every start in the Premier League, he showed a lot of energy today for me. And he was a willingness to get forward forwards and get involved and keep on going and stuff like that. So I was really impressed with him, and just keep throwing your votes in. I can still see them, lots of 7s, lots of 8s and stuff like that, and I had him somewhere between a 7 and an 8, to be honest with you, so I'm going to give him a 7.5 for Andy Robertson. I'll move on to Fabinho. Just do us a favour when you're putting your votes in for the players now, if you just put the name and then the number in, so I know, because we're not putting the poll on the screen, so I know you're talking about the likes of Fabinho. And I thought he controlled the game really well. You know, he's in that DM position, he sets that line, doesn't he, to make it difficult for Aston Villa to get out from, and I thought he did well then again, to be honest with you. And a few really nice long balls as well. I think I looked at his stats then, he had 4 completed long balls out of 4 played, and that's what he does. He's really good at keeping possession for us, doesn't lose the ball that often, and I thought Fabinho was okay in the middle again, and I again somewhere between a 7 and an 8 out of 10, and I can see lots, thanks very much everybody, I can see you're all putting the name. Fab 9 there, who was that one there, Roger Parker, Fabinho 8, Ashton Bryant, Philip, okay, lots of 8s then, I can see, lots of 8s for Fabinho, so I will go with the 8 out of 10 with you guys, and then we'll move on then. We'll go to James Milner next, and if you can put just Milner and then the number, that'd be great, so I can pick out a few as we go through it. He put himself about today, didn't he, James Milner? You know, he's constantly making that forward run, looking to try and either drag a defender or a midfielder out of position, maybe open up and create a little bit of space for other players and stuff like that. Something that James Milner did. And, you know, 35 years old, to be able to keep applying himself in the way and the manner in which that he does, it's absolutely superb from James Milner. And, yeah, it was another good performance. And I think we needed his leadership there today. I think we did, and I think we lacked that against Real Madrid. And, you know, I can just see there's a run of 7s, Arjan 6, Anna Kadak 7, Rabut 7, Faze Melsima 9 out of 10, Daniel 9 out of 10, Will Jones 8 out of 10, Harry Richardson 8 out of 10. Okay, these are a lot higher than I thought they would be. I'm not feeling the high marks as much as you guys, which is, I feel a little bit sad. I'm not as positive as you guys. Annoying just says Milner's the daddy, and I love that. I had them down as somewhere between a 7 and 8. You guys seem to be going a little bit higher than me, so we'll go with an 8 out of 10. And we'll move on then to Gini Wijnaldum. Just put Gini in the number for us, so I can pick out a few names again. Thank you, everybody. Solid play from Gini Wijnaldum, as you come to expect. Really tough to get the ball off, isn't he? Didn't really give us as much going forwards as maybe the likes of James Milner would have. In fact, I've got those players the wrong way down there. That was from the start of the game. Wijnaldum started over there and then moved a little bit more over there, didn't he, when Fabinho drops back into centre half and stuff. And Gini Wijnaldum's obviously taken off for Thiago, and that's when Milner moves there. So yeah, I think Gini was okay, he was solid. I don't think anything really to write home about. I'd probably have gone with something like a 7 out of 10, and I can see Rizwan Ali, one of our YouTube members, 7 out of 10. Jay Nugent, Genie, 6 out of 10. How'd you say that? Queven Ferris, maybe? 6 or 7 out of 10 for Genie. Lone Wolf, I missed that one before it went off. Scotty, 7. Okay, we'll give Genie a 7 out of 10 then, I'm happy with that one. Okay, let's do Mo Salah next. I mean, it was a proper striker's goal for Mo there, wasn't it? I mean, you know, after Robertson's shot, Martinez makes that great save, and Mo just beats his man, heads the ball into the back of the net. Loved that, absolutely loved that. And I thought he worked really hard, Mo Salah, throughout the game once again. And it's telling, isn't it, that I think obviously he's played 42 times so far, 43 times now in the Premier League. 43 times, in total this season, and he wasn't the player to be removed, because I think Jurgen recognised him as our greatest goal threat, which is obvious, isn't he? He's our top scorer and has been our top scorer almost every year. He was joint top scorer with Mane one year while he's been at the football club and stuff. But again, just keeps on putting himself about, keeps on getting into the right position at the right time, which is exactly what he did for the goal, and he was kept on. And loads of people coming in there. JD Rock Dave, Mo Salah 9, Mohammed 9, Joseph Abraham 8, Kevin Mo 10. Wow. I don't think he was that high, to be honest, but there are a lot of 9s coming in. Jake Sheridan, 9 out of 10 as well. Okay, I didn't think he was that good, but I'm going to go with the majority. And the majority, you guys say 9 out of 10, and I'm happy to go with the majority. Again, I think my marks today are a little bit lower than what everybody else is thinking. Happy to go with you guys on that then. So Diogo Jota, I had him down as a straight 7, to be honest with you, so let me know Jota's score, what you thought. Just put Jota and a number and stuff like that. I think he did all right. I think he should have obviously Should have had a goal with the header probably from, I think it was Robertson's corner, completely uncontested, I suppose, and he heads that over the bar. He should have done better there. He should have had a goal at the end. Really should have had a goal at the end, man. He should have squared that ball to him, and he should have walked away with another goal, but he doesn't. Jota 6 out of 10, says Robert Schrader. Kieran Monaghan, Jota 7. Ali, Jota 7. I Shot the Sheriff, says Jota 7. BH, Jota 7. I'm all right with that. I think that was about exactly what I thought he should have had as well, to be honest with you. Well, let's move on then to Bobby Firmino. Much improved today again, Bobby Firmino, for me. I think he played that role really well, and he quite often sort of dropped into this position, and the likes of Mo was sort of moving forwards, and Jota coming inside and sort of getting involved in front. He was turning on the boys, holding the ball up really well, looked to put himself about. The pressing was really good, much better than at Real Madrid, from the front three as well, and from the midfielders. James Milner, Gini Wijnaldum, much better out to the full-backs and stuff, pressing them, and James Milner laterally covering the likes of Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Thought they did really well. Bobby 8 out of 10. It's the spirit of 1955. Kevin, Bobby 8 out of 10. JJ Alexander, Bobby 8 out of 10. Lone Wolf Gamer, Bobby 8 out of 10. Richard, Bobby 8 out of 10. Cookie Mix Box Set, Bobby 7.5. And Harry Richardson, Bobby 8 out of 10. I think that was pretty categoric, wasn't it? It was an 8 out of 10 there for Bobby Firmino. So we'll move on then for Thiago, and the thing I've got, so just a couple of notes down about each player while Paul's doing his Red Mentions show and stuff. And the thing that I wrote about Thiago is that nothing really changed when Thiago came on. I thought Gini was having a decent game, bring Thiago on, and it was just kind of more of the same really from Thiago. Obviously, the big difference, I suppose, between Thiago's performance and Wijnaldum's performance is that Thiago nearly bags himself a goal. And again, I mentioned that a couple of times. It's a great save by Martinez from Thiago, and you got to think that Thiago thought he got his first Liverpool goal there. He thought all day long that he got his first Liverpool goal, but he didn't, and I can see the marks are coming in. Luke Rushlin says Thiago 6, Mean Boys Thiago 6, Aryan Thiago 7, Joe Sutton Thiago 7, Ahmed Al Khalifa Thiago 8, I Shot the Sheriff Thiago 7. I think that says to me that Thiago's got a 7 out of 10. Sadio Mane then, I mean, he should have passed the ball, should have squared the ball to Jota in the last few minutes and stuff like that. I was praying that someone would boot the ball long, and Paul was praying that we just keep hold of the ball. And was it Shaq who plays the ball through to Mane? I can't remember who it was, but whoever it was a fantastic through ball, to be honest with you. Mane's in a foot race, he beats his man, bears down on the keeper. Should have passed it, but he didn't, and as such he's getting a 6 out of 10. Shaqiri comes on for a few minutes as well. Does all right, didn't get massively involved, not really much to write home about, so I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 as well. And there you go, that has been the player ratings. Hope you all won a little bit of money on the Grand National. Hope you all played Redmen picks and won some money on that. We're going to check that out towards the back end of the Instant Match Reaction, of course. Anyway, that is the player ratings show. Don't forget to check out the Instant Match Reaction. We'll be live in about 5 minutes time. It'll be me, it'll be Machin, and we will be talking in depth and detail, well, a little bit more depth and detail anyway than this player rating show and the Red Mentions on that performance. And my words, I am excited to do that. So come and join us over there. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
Hey everyone, what's happening? We've got an amazing competition for you guys right now. You can be in with the chance of winning this exclusive Liverpool pin badge set. All you've got to do is go over and sign up or upgrade your subscription to Club Legend over on the redmentv.com, which is our Liverpool streaming service platform. Not only that, will you also get access to an incredible suite of Liverpool content, post-match stuff, news, subscription shows of us based in the studio, but not just that as well, documentaries, series, features and interviews with Liverpool legends past and present. It's basically like Netflix for Liverpool fans, and if you sign up at Club Legend you get a bunch of perks as well, free merchandise, discounts on a whole host of things, and yes, you're entered into monthly prize draws, and this month that is that incredible pin badge set. So go over to the redmentv.com right now, sign up and get involved.